Now listen to part of a lecture on the topic you just read about.
It is certainly true that animal testing has led to many important discoveries and cures. However, it is equally true that using animals for medical research is cruel and inhumane, and that this practice is no longer necessary. That's because several alternative testing methods now exist to replace the need for animals. One is in vitro, or studying cell cultures in a petri dish. The small round dishes you've seen in the labs. Because human cells can be used, in vitro can produce more relevant results than animal testing. Another alternative is microdosing, in which researchers administer tiny doses, too small to cause adverse reactions, in human subjects, whose blood is then analyzed. A third option is artificial human skin, which is made from human skin cells grown in test tubes. In fact, testing chemicals on artificial human skin produces more useful results than testing them on animal skin. Finally, computer models can now create virtual reconstructions of human molecular structures that predict the toxicity of substances. Proponents of animal testing greatly overstate the similarities between animals and people. In fact, important differences, anatomic, metabolic, and cellular, actually make animals unreliable test subjects. As a respected toxicologist famously said, humans are not 70-kilogram rats. That is, our differences make animals poor models for human beings. Finally, the laws that are supposed to prevent cruelty to animals are shamefully inadequate. The majority of animals used in experiments aren't even covered by the Animal Welfare Act, which does not protect rats, mice, fish, or birds. These animals comprise around 95% of animals used for research. In a typical year, that's about 25 million unprotected animals that are vulnerable to mistreatment. Given the variety of alternatives to animal testing, it's time for the human species to stop inflicting needless experimentation on other species.